Today we hit a real break in the weather. So very unexpected for this time of year. You can see there's still a lot of snow on the ground everywhere we go. And unfortunately, there's still a lot of salt on the roads, which made this a nice, interesting ride. But the sun was out, and going up to the old cider mill is always a nice ride. There's some really nice roads in that area. Some of them had a lot of salt, some were clean, but that's what we have car wax for. We want to get out and ride these bikes. And the lakes were still frozen. Actually, it seemed a lot warmer at home. Once I got up north, it got a little bit colder in a hurry, and you can tell because a lot of places, there's still a lot of snow on the ground. Now I'm looking at the wheel, how it dried up this morning. Wow, that just couldn't have been better. That's a way to start the day off on a right note. And by drying outside overnight, we have really had a nice opportunity here to get the final clear on that. Now the next step on that is that's going to sit by a heating vent for a couple of days, maybe a week. Karen gave me the final weather report today. It's already over 40 and it may go to 50, so for sure we want to get a ride in. And we've been waiting for this day for a long time. I think the roads might even be dry. Well, some of them will be anyway. And it won't be long now. We'll be putting our Evil Twin project together. Oh, I can't wait. We got a lot of stuff going on. We got to buff out the Ducati. Oh, there's just no end. This time of year, when spring is sprung, oh, and then the garden. I don't even want to start with the garden. Karen's already got seeds ordered, and we're already itching to get to the gardening center. So it's an exciting time to be alive, and we're going to have a great ride today. And we're basically getting ready for our first algae bloom of the year. It should be coming soon with this warm weather. But maintaining the farm, always job one here early in the morning. I never go out on the open road without cleaning up. The farm has to be taken care of first. Now you might remember when the whole Volkswagen was covered with snow. This is the end of the snow. Let's hope. And let's hope we really are saying goodbye to the last of the snow here. Well, what a day this looks like it's going to be. Now, one thing's for sure, the birds are always happy. This time of year, we'll be seeing baby birds at the feeder on a regular basis. So I want to get this wheel down by a heating vent before I even get the bikes all organized. One last look at this out in the sun before we put it under the heating vent. Wow, all that extra work we did yesterday, well worth it. Now when you go the extra mile, oh man, it is always worth it. You never regret it at the very end. All the projects are sitting up under that heating vent, and all the time we're out riding, next couple of days, those things will just, the paint will just be curing up beautifully. Couldn't be better. Now as I'm pre-flighting the bike and doing my normal check before I go out on the open road, listen to the birds. Those birds are telling you spring is in the air. I'm really looking forward to getting those Curvy Girl valve stems in here. It's really a little bit annoying checking the air pressure with these standard valves. The 90-degree valves will be so much better. Even though I've cleaned the bike, after every ride there's still some, I don't know, salt or something on it. We'll get it all clean before we head out. And fast forward, just a little cleanup of the bike. But riding on these salty roads, I just hate the idea of leaving salt somewhere where it's just going to corrode the bike. I really do spend a lot of extra time with that spray wax, and I think it's worth it. I think the exercise you get cleaning the bike is definitely better than joining a gym and running around on a treadmill all afternoon. Now there's a little lesson here, and the little lesson for me is, once you do a polishing like you do on the exhaust or on the wheels, and then to maintain it is a matter of a minute a day. Not even a minute a day, maybe a minute once a week, and it'll always stay nice. But it's that original, first time you polish it, it does take time and energy. But to me, all this maintenance, when I go out on the road today, I want to have a clean bike. Not everybody does, I do. Well, it's been a long morning, but the farm is taken care of. The birds are fed. I've had my coffee. I've checked the weather. It is supposed to be a really spectacular day and not a cloud in the sky. I just think this might officially be the first day of spring. All that's left now, a final check of the weather, and it's probably going to be 50 by the time we actually get out to where we're going to ride. What can I say? Thank you, Karen. This has been the best birthday present ever. And north of Rutherford, the lakes are still frozen. And you'll notice there's parts of the road that are salty, parts that aren't. And that salt, look at the salt in the road right here. You come around the corner, there's salt. And it looks like some of the lakes are just starting to melt. And some of them are still frozen solid. And there's still a lot of snow that hasn't melted yet, so we're not at the end yet. And some of these roads are perfectly clean. And some of the roads still have a lot of snow along the edges. And that's what makes winter riding the great adventure it is. And every time I see one of those big puddles of salt go by, And the good part is, you never know when they're coming. You got to be alert. And always leave the traction control on setting 2. Oh, but the sun made this day so worthwhile to get out of the house and get a ride. And that quick shifter is just so much fun to go through the gears with. I can't believe how much fun I have with that quick shifter in this bike. I didn't see anybody ice skating on the lake up there. And that's salt. Oh, that salt is a surprise. And we had a few saves for the radar detector today. But of course, the big defining thing today was the salt. But it didn't really stop us from having a great time, a really good time. More salt. Look at that salt. The salt is everywhere. Oh my God, it sneaks up on me. I visited the salt mines when I was in Poland, and it was not as bad as this. What a wonderful ride this is when you can stop up at this. This is a perfect stop-off point. Stop, take a few pictures. This is a really nice old landmark building. It's Van Duyn's Cider Mill. I guess it's been around for a few years, like me. Anyway, a nice stop-off point. Shoot a few pictures of the bike. In some places here, there's no snow along the edge of the road. A very eclectic ride today. Very eclectic. And this ride today was a little over 100 miles, just long enough. And everywhere I went, leaves and salt. And some of the roads, perfect. It's unbelievable. I'm trying to wear that quick shifter out every chance I get. And if your bike doesn't have a quick shifter, boy, that'd be the best investment I've ever made. I just never get tired of going through the gears. It's like an RD. Look at all that salt. Oh, God. Salt, salt, and more salt. Is it springtime yet? We're gonna have lunch on a porch?
Maybe.
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 Maybe doesn't count. We'll have lunch on a porch. How bad is this? Life is good. But yeah, there's one little detail today. We got to get the salt off the bike. Oh, one of my favorite jobs. So we did have a wonderful ride and really took advantage of a beautiful day, and there's supposed to be a couple more coming. I guess we're going to find out. It's never the same 2 days in a row. So this really was a spring ride, not a winter ride, but there's still a lot of snow, and the worst thing is there's still a lot of salt, and that means once I have my lunch, it's going to be time to clean the salt off the bike. So, and if you really care, you know, we're good friends, come on over and help me. No problem. I got Q-tips, I got Pledge, I got everything. Anyway, what a bike. I never get sick of riding this bike. I dream about this bike at night. And I want to thank the healthcare workers. Guys, thank you so much. I ought to get sunglasses on here. My God, it's bright. I'm not used to this. Pretty soon I'm going to have to start feeding the fish. Thank you so much for taking care of my family, me, and all my friends, everybody. I really appreciate it. Anyway, I hope you did enjoy the video and enjoy our little rides. Whenever we can steal one, we'll steal one. And thank you so much for watching. Well, we do try to post up something every day, whether it's riding, buffing, working, polishing, or just hanging out with friends. It's all part of the passion for motorcycling. Old bikes, new bikes, touring bikes. I'm not sure I'm going to have enough life to experience them all, but I've tried. Anyway, our channel covers, for people that are maybe new to this, covers a lot of various things that all relate in one way or another to motorcycling, and with the passion for restoring them and for riding the wheels off them. That's another thing. Whether you ride to the cider mill or you ride to your friend's house around the block and then just oogle the bikes, it's all good. It's all perfect. It just couldn't be better. And I hope you did enjoy the video, and thanks so much for watching.